to school.
Yes,
yes. You have.
So
this is really good.
This is really special. So it's all part of a What Makes a Man campaign, which we launched last month. And it's all about encouraging men to open up about their feelings and emotions.
It's great time. It's wonderful.
And I was very lucky to go back to my old school, to go talk to the pupils and ask them what it means to be a man today.
Oh.
Today, as part of our What Makes a Man campaign, I've come here to my old secondary school in Carshalton. I'm going to catch up with the students and the teachers and find out what they're doing to tackle the issue of toxic masculinity and kickstart those crucial conversations on their curriculum. When I first started out, I was the shyest kid in the whole entire world. I never used to speak to anybody. I really struggled to talk about my emotions, and I had a bit of a tough journey coming through school. So to come back now, and now to a place that actually is where I originally found my voice and have then become this man that I am today is, yeah, it's really special.
Welcome, Tyler. One of the biggest things that led to Tyler's success, what do you think it was? What do you think his biggest success was? Hard work, mum. Your mum was amazing, wasn't she? She absolutely was amazing.
My mum, she was an amazing role model, but my mum don't know everything.
These are our values which have evolved over a period of time. My favourite is this one, which is be really kind. I want you now just to think and discuss which is your favourite and why.
This one is just everyone. It has to be the best version of yourself because there's no right or wrong.
Being the best version of yourself, you're also going to be kind. So I feel like it just incorporates like everything.
We have spoken before about what is it like to be a man, and I think that has evolved over time. And one of the things, we talk about healthy masculinity and we talk about toxic masculinity. I really struggle with that term toxic masculinity because I'm a boy and boys sometimes feel beaten up by being a boy, and actually it's all right. You know, when was the last time you cried? You don't know. 2 days ago. What? I know, I cry watching Coronation Street.
When was the last time I cried? Last night. Like, literally last night.
Are we hiding our emotions, boys?
I feel like sometimes, like, boys do hide their emotions, but I feel like at the same time, it's like, maybe we don't feel emotion as much as our female companions.
I think most of the time, guys will hide their emotions through, you know, maybe acting out, always maybe wanting to be funny, and I think sometimes that's actually masking. It's trying to hide the fact that they don't want to be emotionally vulnerable.
Everywhere that I've gone in my life, the only way that I've truly ever developed is by actually looking on what's on the inside. And if it ain't a safe environment for you to be able to convey your emotions, then I don't think it's the right one for you. It is okay, whichever route you take, as long as you're not holding back those tears.
How do you get your news? How do you find it? TikTok. You get your news from TikTok.
Okay.
And what you get on your TikTok is what you want to hear, and it's not necessarily the big wide world. And one of the things that is quite important is that we take care not to cancel, delete Andrew Tate, because that then leads to entrenchment of our 13 and 14-year-old boys who do identify with some of the positive aspects. He says, go to the gym and get fit, work hard and you'll earn a load of money. And so those are quite positive. And what we try and do is actually say, well, what is he actually saying about women and girls? All our boys have a significant woman in their life, a female, their mum, their gran, their aunt, their sister. And it's important to show that some of those views are not in line with the rest.
Do you feel with technology nowadays, like with your phones and that, you feel more disconnected or connected? What would you say?
I'd say that you're more connected as there's like different social medias and you can connect with, I've got family in Vietnam, I can connect with people from there and I don't have to travel 13 hours to get on a flight to them.
I'd argue it makes us more disconnected.
You like all these things, like, it's like constant feed of like videos that you like, but then you're actually disconnected and not like observing things in the real world.
Like what's the answer to it?
I think you need regulation of it because you can learn stuff online, like you can find stuff that's really useful, but there comes a point you spend like 9 hours on your phone, you're going to be seeing some random stuff.
Like, what do you think in total makes a man?
So I think everyone as a man has a different experience, but I also think like through growing up even from your youth, let's say people like don't have like role models, let's say in their family.
Did you have a role model in your life?
Yeah, I'd definitely say my dad, 100% every time.
Emotional intelligence is so important, especially with the constant pressure that I think men have on being this really big, strong guy who doesn't show his emotions. That's not what makes them tough. It's about allowing themselves to be emotionally open with people.
Personal values and like kind of having a purpose and then kind of having the courage to actually push that purpose and like not being like shut down.
How many times have you spoken to your friendship group about? Not ever. It starts in the conversations that you're having at home, all the way to then your journey on the bus, all the way to then your journey in the classroom. And I think it's switching that narrative and actually asking someone, you know, how you feeling, bro? Like, and genuinely having some time to just go, don't just go, yeah, you, I'm all right, yeah, you. Like, don't do none of the small talk. Like, having that extra layer of a conversation could genuinely make all the difference. When you hear the words toxic masculinity, what sort of words do you think are associated with that?
Aggression and disrespect.
You know, I definitely think that feeds into the stigma of having to sort of be like a strong person who's always there for other people.
I went through some significant trauma when I was here at the school. I witnessed some things and it sent me into a really, really dark place with my mental health. At the time, never knew how to convey those emotions or deal with those emotions, and it came out in so many different ways. It happened when I was 14 years old. I'm now 29, and it's taken me this whole journey to then understand the importance of opening up. So actually, my strength is in my weakness, and my strength is in being able to talk about those things and open up about those things. Has anybody seen Stephen Graham's Adolescence on Netflix? Right? Deep, really deep. So Stephen Graham's new book is all about fathers writing letters to their sons. So we've got some pens and papers. Do you think that you guys would be able to write a letter to your peer of what you would want them to say to you? My letter that I've written over here, it's really short and sweet. And it says, don't take the world on your shoulders, you'll figure it out by not being okay. That's when you truly learn.
If my dad, like him saying his letter to me.
Nice.
So I think the main things I've put sort of the usual, like I'd always want him to think that I'm kind, generous, Joe to be around, funny, Joe, good laugh. He's my parental figure, but I always feel like if he could talk to me about something, like that's like great for me. I feel like the fear of that is just like amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. That's really special.
For my mum, I said that she's definitely my best friend, and she's definitely the person that I can go to, like if I need anything. And there's no doubt that she would always be honest with me and always support me, no matter whatever it is. It's from her, and it's always like authentic, and it's always with love. And I just know that I can always go to her when I need someone.
I just want my dad to say that he's proud of me and he's proud of the man that I'm growing up to be, and that he feels he's raised a son who can take on the big world that we're going into. That like, yeah, I'm ready for what's ahead.
I think it's special. I think it's any of those connections that you have with people in your life, like hearing those words of affirmation can go a long way. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning and also having this conversation. You need to know that like everything that's been mentioned doesn't just end here once we leave this room. Like, you guys, every single word that you've said and every single point that you've mentioned has been so valid. So you should be really proud of yourselves. And I'm gassed, like, for what you're going to go on and do with your lives. And I'm gassed for you to also get to lesson on time right now, because I'm definitely making you late. Okay? You may leave.
No,
I've always wanted to say
the
that.
power that you had there.
Yeah, I was like...
That was so interesting, wasn't it?
Oh, it's so nice. I think that, you know, you just need to have those conversations with young people. You just need to be able to sort of encourage that chat.
Yeah.
And normalise it so that it's not a taboo, it's not weird.
Exactly. Do you know, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about at the start of the show with Ori Aduba. He was talking about, very sadly, being addicted to porn from a very early age, and that we've got to talk about these things.
Yeah.
And you know, what we were saying is fathers have got to talk to their sons as well as mothers talking to their sons. You know, it comes from the whole family.
I think part of the struggle isn't necessarily trying to get someone to open up, but it's providing them with a safe space to be able to open up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the important conversations will come from
They
that,
will
you know?
follow.
That's what I've learned.
Thank you. And you know what? You can find an extended version on YouTube, and to pledge your support, we're asking you to go to our Instagram or Facebook post for our campaign and like that, to show your support. And do pledge that you will have a conversation with a man or a boy in your life, and you can find loads of helplines on the website, of course. Thank you, Tyler. It's really good, thank you. Hi there, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day, so click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for more amazing content.